Hi, Carlos. Matt Futterman from the New York Times. This was one of the first nights we saw you really sort of almost lose your temper on the court in that moment with the racket, and I'm just sort of curious, what were you feeling and what was going through your head, and how did you keep control?
Well, I think I started the match pretty well. It was a close first set. You know, in the tiebreak, after the 3-3 in the tiebreak, let's say I lose my mind. You know, I make 3 or 4 points that without control. You know, I didn't think it was. You know, I totally lose my mind on that set, and you know, fighting for 50 minutes, and then for 4 points lose my mind a bit. It was really tough for me, to handle it. In the second set, I didn't came back. It was almost in the moon, and that's for me it was tough, and obviously Daniil he was playing great, so it was tough for me to came back, to the match and playing a great game again. I almost threw the racket to the floor, but I just control myself a little bit just in a moment. But it was tough for me to stay calm.
Okay. Richard
Osborne, USOpen.org. Just wanted to ask you, coming into the tournament, you said this year you were a different player, a different person, more mature. How will that help you as you process the match tonight going forward?
Well, this kind of matches can happen. Even if I feel myself a different player, more mature. He played really great, a great game. So I couldn't find solutions on the match, and I thought that right now I'm a better player to find solution when the match is not going in the right direction for you. But after this match, I'm gonna change my mind. I'm not mature enough to handle this kind of matches, so I have to learn about it.
Okay, Craig.
Carlos, Craig Gabriel, 9 Australia. What you just said about maturity and all that, how long do you think this loss will stay with you, stay in your mind? How long do you think it's going to hurt you?
I don't know. Probably days, weeks. I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna think about this loss for a long time. Of course, I have to learn about it. I want to be better. This kind of matches help you a lot to be better and grew up in this kind of situations. But I have to talk with my team, with Juan Carlos, and how I can be better. But days, weeks, but not much longer than that.
Willie
Weinbaum from ESPN. A lot of talk, of course, has been about your rivalry with Novak. How would you describe the development of a rivalry between you and Daniil now?
Well, obviously Daniil is there. It's always there. We've played three times this year: a final of a Master 1000, 2 semifinals of a Grand Slam. So, and I'm sure we are gonna play more matches in the in final rounds of big tournaments. So it's gonna be a good rivalry, I think. And every match that we've played, I think we've shown great points, great battles. So it's gonna be a good one, I think.
Okay. Name and affiliation, please.
ESPN. Daniil said he he lost easily to you in those two matches this year. Obviously, he played better today. When you say you had a hard time figuring out his game, what specifically was he doing better today that you were struggling to answer?
He played with more speed in his shots. I think, the forehand running, it was great today. So probably with the slice in the previous matches, helped me a lot to find my own game. But today I couldn't. So he found great directions with his shots. No mistakes. Great serve today. So I think he played his game, but 10 out of 10 that he said. So he was great today. I have to learn about it and find solution in these kind of matches. But I think he played a great match.
Okay, a couple more in English, and then we'll go to Spanish. Andrew.
And Jones, ESPN, and skate. Carlos, he said 12 out of 10 for him on the court. So that's how well he felt that he played, and yet you were still right there. Do you feel that your serve, you want to make a more aceable serve in a match like this, as well as do you also feel the crowd support again, how they once again wanted you to try to come back and have you be so popular here now in New York?
Sorry, say again, please.
Did you feel in terms of his, not only his serve, but did you feel your serve when it's to be more aceable and more return serves for your vantage point, and about the crowd trying to urge you back in with how you're a fan favorite here now?
Well, he's one of the best returner on the tour. That obviously is amazing how he can return from the back of the court really deep and really powerful. It's amazing. And when I do serve and volley, he always find the passing shot from his house. It's amazing. So obviously I have to, as I say, I have to find the right serve every time, and I have to serve better to be able to stay in a good position after the serve. So I will do it in the next game. And obviously with the crowd is amazing once again. The energy, the love that I receive, not only today, but the first match. Obviously after the 2 sets down, they pushed me, to increase my level, to stay there and have a chance to come back, And obviously the last game was unbelievable from the crowd to me. I mean, I almost couldn't hear anything than his scream. It was crazy, and it's something that I'm not gonna forget, even if I lost. But the energy from the people, it was crazy.